Morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's show. I'm Mark Hamblen.
And I'm Tyler Hall. Thank you for joining us.
Smelling really good in our kitchen right now.
Are you making us something, Mark?
Not me. Wes Graylap is here, and he's making us.
I know. He's the man today, that's for sure.
He is. His secret. Oh, look, we have a shot of it right now. He's starting to make his jambalaya. He's going to feed everybody here at the station. Secret family recipe. I joke with Wes about that. We have a special Legal Difference segment today. Wes Graylap in the kitchen with us. He's making his special jambalaya. A lot of ingredients. He's been toiling in the kitchen. Welcome, Wes. Always good to have you today, though. We feel kind of a little more honored than usual.
Well, thank you, Mark. I'm happy to be here today doing one of my favorite things.
You love to cook.
Like to cook, and today we're wanting everyone to know that we're feeding the teachers of Rapides Parish.
Yeah, tell us about the Neblet Beard and Arsenault before we really get going into your jambalaya, about the Feed the Teachers program that Neblet Beard and Arsenault is involved in.
What we do is a two-prong approach. We get solicitations from community organizations, churches, baseball teams, whatnot, and they ask us to purchase meals that they cook in order to raise money.
Right.
In turn, what we do is designate a school and send the meals there.
Okay.
So far we've fed over 600 teachers.
Wow.
Our goal is to feed up to 1,000 this year.
Yeah.
Trying to cover all of the elementary schools, and then we're going to move on to junior high. And then high school.
Kind of ambitious. How did it begin? Where did the idea come from?
Just, wanting to give back to the community. My wife is a teacher.
Yeah.
My daughter is a teacher. So they have a special place in my heart.
And again, you've fed a lot of schools, and you bring these teachers lunches.
Absolutely.
Yeah, here's a list of some of the schools right here. I'm looking at it: Pineville Elementary, Rosenthal, Alma Redwine. We can just kind of go on and on, the schools that have benefited from this program.
That's right. This Friday we're going to feed Nackman.
Okay.
With meals prepared by Horseshoe Methodist.
All right. Anytime you may feed some of them your favorite your jambalaya, your secret family recipe of jambalaya?
I'd have to be a special day, but that day may come.
All right. Well, let's get into this. You're a cook. Yes, something you're passionate about.
I grew up in the kitchen with my mother, and we learned how to cook in South Louisiana. Jambalaya is one of our dishes. It's something that brings everybody in the kitchen, family and friends together. Right. And so we have our ingredients, and I'm ready to get started putting them in.
Okay, let's start things off. You've got a lot of stuff here to make the jambalaya. What have you've got a huge pot here. What have you already put in?
What I've done is I have pre-cooked some of the ingredients so that brevity for television purposes, but what we start off with is a little olive oil.
Okay, you got it? Yep. I can help you out. I can reach some things if you need me to.
And olive oil is there so that you can brown your vegetables, which we have some in, and we're going to put some more in. This is the Holy Trinity, which is bell pepper, celery, and onions.
And that's an important part of jambalaya and even gumbo too.
That's right, and we have much more than this in the pot already in there. And then we have the next thing we're going to put in is our garlic.
Okay.
Which is that right there, if you don't mind.
For you. There you go.
And again, a little garlic, a little tomato.
How long does it take you to prepare this?
It usually takes 3 or 4 hours to chop everything up and get everything going. But we try to do it, over an afternoon, evening kind of thing. And then we need to put some seasoning. We have salt, pepper, red pepper. Right. So here's a little salt.
And the red pepper. I love red pepper, by the way.
Oh, well, we got plenty.
Good.
That's what makes the heart.
Keeps the heart ticking, right?
That's right. That's right. A little black pepper.
Okay.
And a little crushed pepper.
All right. Get all the seasoning. And again, this came from your mother?
In part, we picked it up along the way.
You kind of experiment and play with things and come up with your own recipe?
That's right. People in South Louisiana will steal a recipe quicker than you can shake your lamb's tail. It's just something that we do. So everybody,
South Louisiana tradition.
Everybody adds in, and so then we add our meats. We have some chicken, which I've already browned.
Okay. All right.
We have some pork, which is a Boston butt. Again, it's already been browned.
Okay, gosh, that is, you need a big pot like that for all this.
and then, of course, the sausage.
Yeah.
Now, a little later, as things cook up, we're going to add a special ingredient just for my KALB friends, fresh shrimp.
A little bonus, huh?
Yeah,
for
a little
us.
bonus for KALB. I tell you, when you add shrimp to anything,
It doesn't make it, I love shrimp. It makes everything better.
makes everybody feel special.
You're right. All right, Wes, we got an interview coming up. We're going to stay with you throughout the show, come back here for updates and see how things are coming along.
Fantastic.
All right, we'll be right back in just a minute. All right, we're back in the kitchen with Wes, seeing how this jambalaya is coming along, and it looks like it's coming along pretty good. Most of the ingredients are in, stirring it up a little bit, and that is a big pot, by the way, a huge pot.
This is a 20-quart pot that we use, and it feeds about 40 to 60 people. Back when we were feeding the football team, when my kids was
were
in
playing
high
football,
school,
high school, yeah.
That was 40 football players, but it's about 60 adults. So we've added the shrimp, and they're simmering down, and we're about ready to put in the secret sauce.
The secret sauce.
First, we're going to start with a little more chicken broth.
You got it?
Yes, sir. And we'll add a little of that.
How important is the chicken broth?
Well, it gives it a flavor that you don't always get when you're doing it with just plain water. We want everything to have flavor.
A little more flavor. That's the South Louisiana tradition.
That's right. And speaking of flavor, here's a little secret sauce passed on through St. John Parish up here to Rapides Parish.
Oh, okay.
Where I grew up in St. John Parish.
So that's, we're privileged to have the jambalaya, have the secret sauce in the jambalaya then.
And you always have to have more than one secret sauce. And so therefore, here's our second secret sauce.
Okay.
And it's just a little mixture of some Worcestershire sauce and some a little bit of tomato
this
paste.
And that.
Yeah, a little bit of this and that. And then finally, we're going to put in a little bit of smoked flavor.
Okay.
Our smoked sausage does a good job at that, but this kind of brings it in home.
Smelling really good, by the way. Okay, once you get all the ingredients in, Wes, how long does it take to cook before you actually feel like it's ready to serve?
20 to 25 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, that's the easy part. You add the rice, you bring it to a boil. We're going to add the shallots in as a garnish, and then add the rice and bring it to a boil, put the lid on it.
We will enjoy it here at Channel 5. There's going to be a lot of people that will be quite content come lunchtime.
Well, thank you. I look forward to feeding everybody.
There you go, Wes. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes in the kitchen, but we still have some more interviews to come coming up during the second half of the show. Let's take a look. The Creole Heritage Celebration, we'll talk about that, and LSUA's women's basketball camp, so stick around. So we're back in the kitchen. We can't take the top off.
Number one rule.
Number one rule.
The pot is full, the lid is on. We're about 15 minutes away from heaven.
Oh, yeah, and I think there's a lot of hungry people around this TV station.
You know, I was thinking when earlier when you had some guests on, what's nice about jambalaya is that all of its ingredients are Louisiana products.
Yeah.
The rice, the farming, certainly the sausage. You know, a lot of people use andouille. So it's just so good to have that Louisiana flavor in your pot. And it's a great tailgate meal.
It is. This is a fantastic football season meal.
It's coming up Saturday, but we'll be away in Vanderbilt.
Yeah, you were going to Nashville for the LSU Vandy game, right?
I am.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're going to do some tailgating, but I'm not cooking. I cook for you guys.
You've slaved in the kitchen long enough.
That's right.
But back to the Louisiana food. We have Quincy Vadrine on our Jambalaya show this morning. She promoted rice. That's it's a staple here in Louisiana. A lot of rice comes out of the state.
Indeed it does, and I think that's where the dish gets its origin in Southwest Louisiana off of the rice farms. But I don't want to leave the show without going back to our teachers and back to our community efforts to it's taking from one and giving to another, and we're giving to both because these community organizations that need our help, we buy their lunches and we donate them to the teachers.
Exactly. Wes, thanks again. It's a real treat for us here at Channel 5. We're going to enjoy it for sure.
Bon appetit.
Noon Report's coming up in just a minute.